Hey, Mint. What's he doing? Does Mint want to go out the door today, too? Mint, you want to come out the door? Guess not. Mint went the other way. It's just you and me. T-Rex and TK and Steve. Let's go. T-Rex still gets to walk down the stairs. Since his injury, he doesn't like those stairs. They're slippery. You gotta get some pads. 62 degrees at 7:43 on June the 10th. One of the cooler June 10ths you'll see across not so much the Northeast, but the Midwest. Here in New England, there's my sporting event of the day yesterday, was not the SUP, it was surf. Kenny lent me his surfboard. It was nasty. Get to that in a second. Outside this morning, we're about low 60s, dew point close to 50. Real comfortable weather for sleeping, isn't it? I think the wind is just light enough that I can walk around without wind interference on the microphone. Steve has already taken off, though. I got in trouble last night. He got out last night. That was ugly. So let's contain Steve and talk about this chilly air mass. What I call low barometer cold is more cold up in the sky than down near the ground. High barometer cold is when you get your inversion colder air near the ground, especially at night, because it's more dense. And that's what happened in Minnesota this morning and Wisconsin. Frost advisory. Record cold air this morning in the 30s in Minnesota and Wisconsin, 40s to low 50s all the way to Arkansas and Mississippi, where it was the coldest June 10 sunrise ever in our life. A few record low temperatures this morning. We are not in that high pressure, we're in low pressure. And you can still see the clouds off to our north. It's been just showery and chilly day after day after day, from Burlington, Vermont to Berlin, New Hampshire to north of Bangor, Maine, where again this morning it's still raining. We can see that cloud. It's part of a real old upper level low, or two of them. The one that went by Thursday, May 30th, 11 days ago, is still spinning out over the Labrador Sea. And it's now incorporated the low that was stalled behind it over Ontario, making it look like just one huge cloud covering eastern Canada up to Greenland this morning. And here in Boston, the sun is out. The sun was out early yesterday. No, it wasn't, was it? The wind was from the southwest early yesterday, and the clouds were here, and then it started raining really early. And it was a 1,000 millibar low that went right over sort of Providence, Rhode Island, then was deepening as it went right over Boston. Right when we were at the beach, it was just pouring and cold. The wind was from the northeast, exactly opposite of the forecast. And then that low kept on moving, and the sun came back out, and it turned beautiful. And the low temperature in Boston yesterday was 1 p.m., 57 degrees. The high temperature in Boston yesterday, 5:30 p.m., 70 degrees. That low now is over, it looks just about into the Gulf of the St. Lawrence. We've been talking about low pressure there every day. It's actually been several lows that have formed and moved along. So this one that was in Boston yesterday is stalled out now. Northeast to Caribou, Maine, it's 993. That's a pretty strong low. And the high pressure system with the cold air off to our west is a 1021. So there's a pretty good pressure gradient. And it looks like we're going to have wind from the west with low humidity air here for several days. We'll go back to the Sterling, Massachusetts representative for New England 3 to 5 day forecast. You can see the temperature does get just above the 70 degree mark each day, and comfortable nights for sleeping. And it's going to start to get warmer each day. Oh, we've got a heron. I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully the audio doesn't change too much. Love watching the heron and all the birds, don't we? I hope we do, otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? Going for a landing, let's see it. Yeah, smooth operator. Heron, it's snowy egret, part of the heron family. So I might mix up those two words. Or anyhow, so we've got sinking air here, high pressure's moving in, but it's still quite unstable. Temperature in Mount Washington yesterday got down to 35 degrees, and they reported 0.2 inches of snow. It snowed on June 9th in New England. I doubt it. I think it was hail. So I think it was probably some graupel or sleet, but Mount Washington did put 0.2 in the books yesterday. It goes in as snow regardless of whether it's hail or sleet. So I think this is probably the coldest air in our sky over New England that we'll have again till probably late August. The solstice is next week, and we got to warm it up eventually. So what's going to happen? All right, let's go to the maps. The maps from the Weather Prediction Center keep showing low pressure systems near Boston today and again tomorrow, but they're just weak. All it means is I think we're going to see instability cumulus probably start to fire up in here any minute. And there are some scattered showers around. There's tomorrow, the high's getting a little closer, so now we're going to get into more of a high barometer cold. Oh, what is that, Steve? What did you find? Look at that hole. Yeah, I forgot. I have a critter cam somewhere. You gonna go down it? I wouldn't go down it. Looks kind of scary. The high is gonna come pretty close to us, probably about Wednesday or so. So that could be our coolest morning at the lower elevations in southern New England. But it looks like a nice stretch of weather coming in now. Those showers in northern New England are just really scattered around over the next 24, 36 hours. So let's go to the Euro 240-hour forecast. There's the upper level low still north of us, finally easing out to sea. The really strong negative North Atlantic Oscillation is supposed to become neutral in the next 10 days. So that's going to open up this roadblock, and we're going to see systems start to move along. You have that system that we've been talking about south of New England, Tuesday into Wednesday. Just some scattered sprinkles around here. It looks more like a warm front coming through Tuesday, Wednesday, as that system should stay offshore now. That's been the signal for several days in a row. New systems coming into the Pacific Northwest. Those are going to track across Canada. So you get a fairly fast flow across Canada, a summertime pattern, where you're going to have the southwesterly winds develop around a Bermuda high here, much of the eastern United States, including New England, until the front gets here. Looks like Friday night. So we may have an 80, 85 degree day before those thunderstorms. And much cooler air. Cold air advection resumes next Saturday, but it looks like it should be dry on the backside of an upper trough and the front side of a surface high. Be kind of breezy, comfortable at night, low dew points. So it looks like a nice weekend, high into the wedding season and the high school graduation season. Looks good at this point, and then after that, cold high goes off to our south. On the backside of every cold high, there's a warm-up, and it looks warm to hot here by about Wednesday the 19th into Thursday. So if I show the 14-day, which is run off the computer, the Euro computer, you can see the warm wave coming at us before the thunderstorms come in on Friday, and then we cool back down on Saturday and Sunday, and then you get out there, there's a 90 showing up now. What is that? About June 18th. So the operational numbers, they shift around inside the shade. And the range is the shade of the red and the blue for high and low temperatures. And you can see those numbers that were pegged at the bottom of the shade yesterday have moved up. So anywhere in there, 70s, 80s, it's a high degree of uncertainty late next week, but I'll go with the warm to hot. All right, gorgeous morning this morning. Love this low humidity, real comfortable for sleeping. Yesterday, long day at the beach, and it was just fascinating watching the weather change. I love it. It was a weather follows me day. I went live on YouTube without any notice to even get 11, 12 people watching. That was pretty fun. Should do more of those. I was just inspired because the weather was nuts. I mean, it was fitting for more like ski season. Everyone was clustered under their tents and everything. But then the sun came back out as we went indoors and had our party right over there in Hull and Nantasket. That was a great day. Thank you, Frody family and everybody hosting, seeing old friends, making new friends. I'll do an extended post with all my highlights from that, but just a little sampling of that yesterday, traveling there and then coming back, and I got a lot done in the garden. The summer planting is done. I pulled out all that dill weed. My roses are going by now too. Peonies are going by. We've got a lilac down. And so get some lettuce ready for harvesting, and then cucumbers and peppers and different kinds of peppers and zucchini and 3 or 4 different kinds of tomatoes, cilantro and celery. And how much rain did we get yesterday out of that? Looks like a 0.23. Yeah, so that was pretty good. The rainfall amounts, even to Cape Cod, we got a 10th at the south coast, and in parts of northern New England. I guess one more thing I can show you is how much rain has fallen since this latest upper level low has stalled. More than 3.4 inches in Enosburg Falls, Vermont. So the Green Mountains are green there. I think that's French for either warm or green or both. And mountains. The Green Mountains are green. I haven't looked at it yet, but let's check one of my ski area cameras. How about Stowe? Is that in there? It's still cloudy and cold up there. It'll get better, but I'm happy to see a little bit more than a little bit less rain, especially this time of year. So the pollen was rinsed and the hydrangea are just going off. All right, and more from yesterday. Talk to you tomorrow. 8:30 on the Sunday morning of a really interesting play-by-play day. I think this is kind of telling what we see in the water right now. You got one boat pointed toward the north, you get another one pointed toward the northeast, you get another one pointed toward the northwest, and I'm just feeling the very first raindrops. Cyclogenesis day, surf day. It's probably going to be a long and more. It's called alto cumulus undulatus, undulating cloud waves in the sky. How's it gonna play out, Steve? Want to come in out of the rain? Guess they're gonna tear down that building. Party's been moved, but we are at the beach. Well, very close to the beach. 63 degrees. Love listening to Casey Kasem on the weekends. 1981, I was in high school. Now, just about retirement age. But still behaving like a young man, teenager even. Where's the party? Is it here? Some kind of party here. Not raining very hard at all right this second. I think I see a 6-inch swell. I think I'm late too. I hope my heat didn't go first. And we all want to know what the wind is going to do. Right now it's light from the east. Used to be a classic car show on the same weekend. But it's not happening now. How much to park? 20 bucks. Or nothing if you can find a parking spot. Didn't think it'd be too hard to park today. It's the Longboard Classic, and we've got a building swell. It's up to about 10 inches now, and water temperature 60, air temperature 63, and the heavy stuff's not coming in for a while. Hey Carl, good to see you.
Oh, hi Tim, good to see you.
Kidding. So, how was it on Cape Cod yesterday?
Oh, it was a fun wave at North Atlantic Beach.
How was that wind?
The whole crowd was there. Jim, Bob, everyone was. It was a fun day.
Any barrels?
No, I'm kidding.
So,
How we doing, brother?
Strong offshore wind, fun summer waves.
I thought I'd join you in the 60 and over group, but I guess I have another decade to go.
I'm 75 now.
Oh, congratulations, I think.
Still popping up.
It's still popping up. I saw you working out on the beach.
That's the congratulations.
Yeah, it's a great day at the beach. Watch out, this longboard's going by. Get run over by one of those things. Is it a good water temperature anyway?
Yeah, it's warm. Really, we don't need the wetsuit.
A little overdressed?
If it's raining out, I'm wearing the wetsuit.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
Well, I'm going to stay dry. I'm going
If
in.
the sun was out, I wouldn't
My
be wearing
Carhartt. He's got a quiver of about 20 boards, so he has to go surfing about 20 times. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Kenny Merrill of Cape Cod. Depending on how tall you are, it could be knee to waist high. What do you think? Knee or waist? Waist high. Yeah, see? Some people didn't come because they thought there was no way. They're really missing it. Who cares if it's raining? Look at barrels. All about style. Catch a wave, you get points. The rain has begun. Rain snow line is up about 7,000 feet over our head. Still no wind to speak of, but it is light from the east-northeast. So the NAM model is losing to most of the other guidance at this time. Nice. First try, first wave, first points. That took 2 seconds. Nice. You think, judges? Clipboard's waterproof. Breeze is picking up, so is the rain. Equipment's getting wet. Getting harder to operate, so I may have to put the video camera down for a short time here in a minute. Get in the water.
This guy has the best umbrella on the beach.
This guy. Who is this guy? Let's see how it does with the wind.
Look at those nice smooth waves rolling in. It's almost like we planned this. We didn't really. We would have preferred sun, but we'll take it.
Gotta stay stoked, huh, Charlie? And for the world's smallest umbrella award, we've got umbrellas at the beach. I'm just wearing well, we've got shark-proof surfboard. Carl with the shark-proof umbrellas. People just getting wet. water running off. CCOs. Nice tents. Everyone's dry. Smart water. That is smart. Just running right off there. That must be the Panamera lineup right here. Hi.
I'd like a whole bag of cranberries.
Family stays together.
For more sunshine. He can't actually control the weather.
I missed the shout out, Charlie, but thank you. Oh boy, the raindrops are getting fat now. So am I. The hardest part about going surfing sometimes is getting a suit on, and this isn't even a winter suit. This is the summer suit. It's been too long. Anyhow, we've got convective raindrops. We've got cyclogenesis happening right over our head. Air to our south is coming in from the south. Air to our north is coming in from the north, and it goes straight up. But at least you're in not much wind, and surf has actually been building, so we have a good time regardless. All right, so 11:40 a.m. Get some fat raindrops. Freezing. The water temperature's coming down. And the wind is from the northeast, 10 to 15, which is about 180 degrees off the official marine forecast. Got to get the wind right, get the forecast right. And the ladies division. Making it look easy. Style, points, style, points.
I'm coming for you.
Sorry. The air is colder than the water. Water's in the low 60s. Air is falling out of the 60s. That's balance. Nice day to go to the beach, eh, Kenny?
What a wonderful day it was here at the New England Longboard Contest. Crazy. Greatest weather I've ever had.
We're
to go
snowboarding,
surfing.
right?
Yeah, we could be snowboarding. We could be skiing. The snow, I think, is coming in a few minutes, I think.
The freezing level's at about 6,000 feet. I think it's snowing in the mountains today.
Oh my God, is it cold here at this beach here today.
You look good, though. Thanks for lending me that board. What was that called?
That was a Gary Proper Hobie. Gary Proper was famous for being one of the biggest East Coast surfers at the time in the mid-'60s, and he went on to help promote the Ninja Turtle.
Oh, so I surfed a Ninja Turtle board today?
That's one of the turtles.
I laid on one anyway.
Cowabunga!
I paddled one. Thanks, Kenny. Standing room only under the tent. I guess because I'm dressed like this, I should be the one out there making the video.
Yeah, you're taking up prime real estate.
It's evolved into a lovely day here at the beach. It's a summertime nor'easter, really. Cyclogenesis, temperatures falling into the 50s, and the wind is from the northeast. Same day, not quite the end of the day, cyclogenesis has gone by and it's gorgeous. Instability, but we have sinking air here between areas of rising air. And what a fun party it was. Can't wait to do it again next year. The rhythm is right. Hey Chuck, sorry to miss you the last couple weeks. Blue sky and sinking air where it was raining and cold at noontime and 59, now it's sunny and 70. The weather comes in waves, and this is a little sneak preview of the and more from tomorrow. That was the Dave Foley Band, and we had a surf competition today, and it was wild stuff. Talk to you later.